It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's pick it up. Let's go. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Yeah. What's the run? Hey, they're running it. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Share, go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
We got this. Check 99. Check 99. Let's go.
Running from the gun, Johnson. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This one caught by Isabella. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
65.
Murray with a 3rd and long. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And some room to work. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers, and Graham's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Boston Scott, his first carry. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray rolling to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Packers' 31-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Kill out. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Packers
We
take
play
over
to win.
first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. James has got it. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Hassan Reddick able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdown.
Shoot!
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. 1st down, and they'll try to run the option left. Room here to run. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Cover. Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Wide, get wide.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
They'll run it with Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Yeah, baby.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day. That's it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. That's the pass. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He completes it to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And they're going to bring him down, back across midfield at the 45. Chandler Jones, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Go. 50, Mike. 50.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Got an open man. It's Scott. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Open here is Allison. That's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that's complete to Adams. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Rodgers. James has it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
It certainly feels like they're more...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And some room to maneuver. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'll go. Take you to school. Go. Say. Check 31.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Cannon. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, they go option to the right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches